When the court is considering how to divide the assets of the parties, one of the factors it can consider is the default of the divorce. And domestic violence can absolutely be a factor in that determination. Um, the courts don't have to give a 50-50 division of the property. The courts could divide your community property on up to a 60-40 or sometimes up to on a 70-30 basis. And if there is domestic violence that has happened, that's one of the factors that the courts will consider in apportioning the community property different than a 50-50 division. If you're a victim of domestic violence and need to be protected, the law affords a number of different avenues to protect you. One of the routes that we can consider is applying for a protective order. Traditionally, a protective order is what people had commonly referred to as a restraining order in the past. A restraining order, though, is actually just an order from any court that orders a party to not do any specific act. It doesn't have to do with domestic violence or stalking. It could be for anything. But a protective order is specifically related to acts of domestic violence or stalking. And if there is a protective order in place and somebody violates a protective order, it can be a felony where the person who violates the protective order can immediately be arrested and charged with a felony. And conversely, if somebody just violates a temporary restraining order, then it would be up to the party who had the temporary restraining order to go get a contempt finding from the court. And even then, the penalty for that is only 6 months in jail.